also, this is the view from the bedroom. I would stand up and show you outside, but it's pretty bright out there. It doesn't seem like it, but I don't want to get a glare on the camera. But anyway, while I'm here, oh, sorry if this is shaky. Hold on, let me. Okay, is that better? You probably hear the highway because the highway is down. It's down there. So I just thought I'd tell you what I've been doing while I've been here, and also I'm planning on making some videos in their house while I'm staying here because they have some pretty cool stuff. So this is what has been happening. So I got here. Let's see. The dog is a female. She's a pit bull. She's a mix. And I came and had dinner with the owners last week just to go over like things about the house and the dog, things like that. And she takes something called, well, I won't tell you what it's called. They have these treats, and if you have dogs, you might know about this. Apparently it's for dogs that have high anxiety or stress or separation anxiety, and it's kind of, it seems to be sort of like Xanax for dogs, and so it's not harmful for her or anything. They gave her a couple before they left just to keep her calm, and they told me I'm allowed to give her some, but when I got here, I came on Saturday morning about 8 a.m. and they had left about 7:45, so the dog was freaking out. I was honestly afraid she was gonna bite me, and after about 10 minutes, I just sat down and let her sort of kind of come and warm up to me, and she's met me before, so she knows who I am and everything. So after that, she was fine, but then I noticed she was really depressed, obviously because her owners left, so she didn't eat or drink anything from about when I got there at 8 all the way to the next morning. She hadn't eaten or drank anything, even though I noticed that I took her outside a few times and she did like pee and everything, but she didn't do anything else, if you know what I mean. And so that had been one full day. Well, the next morning I gave her new water, new food, the whole deal. We went on sort of a walk, not a really harsh walk, because since she hadn't been drinking, I didn't want to, exhaust her or anything. So I thought, just my luck, like I have the easiest house ever to watch, and then the dog is a super high stress, high anxiety dog. So we go on our walk, we come back. She obviously enjoyed being outside, but the second that we get back in the house, she's so depressed again and like won't move. She's terrified of the water, the food. The only food she was eating was like if I would give her a treat every now and then. So yeah, I was starting to get worried. So after yesterday, it had been 2 full days that I hadn't seen her eat and drink. So I texted the owners and she said, oh, don't worry. She just misses us probably, and, take her on another walk. And what else did she tell me? That would probably make her drink. So I was getting really nervous, and so I talked to my friend who works for a vet. outside and walking and everything, getting some exercise, because the rest of the time she just mopes around. She won't move at all whatsoever except to go outside, and it's just pitiful. So I also put out an extra water dish last night, but that didn't work. So anyway, I took her on a walk today. We went farther than usual, and she obviously has some favorite spots down there that she must like, so I'm going to try that from now on, even though it's kind of annoying to have to walk back up that hill. But she did do more than just pee, which was nice, and then seemed a lot happier. So we went on like maybe a 30-minute walk and came back up the hill and came inside. She went right back to her couch and lay down, would not eat or drink. She's terrified of water or even ice cubes. But, oh, I forgot to mention, this morning the owner told me that the dog, she likes scrambled eggs. So I made her a scrambled egg with nothing in it, let her smell it, and I put it on top of her food, and she ate most of the food. But she still hadn't had any water when we went on the walk. So after that, when we got back, I had this morning covered the rest of the food with water to let the food soak up the water, so that hopefully she would eat it and get some water that way. And I refilled the secondary water dish. I'm sorry if by now you're probably really bored and you've quit watching. Anyway, I bring her back in, and then I had to run some errands, so I was gone for about an hour, and thank God when I got back, she had eaten all of the rest of the food that was in the dish, which made me so happy because it had been soaked with water, even though she didn't touch her food, her water bowl in the kitchen at all. But then I walked into the other room, and she had drank about half of the bowl of water that I put in the living room. So I am so happy now that these people's dog is not going to die while I am here, because that would really suck. Not just for me, but for the owners, because then they would feel like they could never go anywhere ever again, and not to mention that would suck if their dog died. But anyway, I'm so excited and glad that now I know that she has had some water and some food, and even though she still seems really depressed, she's at least not going to die, just to be frank. So I think I've noticed that it seems like, one, going outside a lot more often helps, like to actually walk her, and two, she's just being weird about eating when I'm around. So I think tomorrow or tonight, again, if she won't eat, I'll just go on a walk or go do something, and then when I come back, maybe she'll have eaten again. It's not that big of a deal for me, because I'm only going to be here like 2.5 weeks. So if that's what it takes to get her to eat and drink, then it won't kill me to get a little bit more exercise than usual to have to leave every time. So anyways, that's what's going on with me. I'm just so glad. You don't even know how worried I was about this dog. I'm sure the owners feel better now too, because they're visiting. I think they're in Florida, which is pretty far away from where we live here. I don't live anywhere close to Florida, by the way. So that's that. The other thing is, they have a pretty sweet house that I'm staying at. The backstory is that I think the woman had been married or something, and then she and her husband separated, and they never had finished the house is built and everything, but there's lots of things like tile and things outside, and just like lots of interior stuff that still has to be done. But I think she's in the process of working on that, and she also lives with her. I'm not sure if he's her fiance or if he's just her boyfriend or what's the deal. She also has a son, so they have this really cool house with these beautiful views, and it's just amazing. Other than the noise you heard is the air conditioning, and when it comes on, it sounds really loud, so you're probably going to hear it. So while I'm here, I'm just going to find some cool things that I think you guys would like to see videos with. For instance, they have all this cool wicker furniture stuff over here that I could play with to show you guys. And I think I'll finally get around to making that video with matches that someone requested forever and ever and ever ago. And lots of other stuff. So I'll